Hello guys, so welcome to the 21st session of the complete course on Constitution of India. Since you all know that in the 20th session, Trinath had talked about the basic structures. So today we are gonna talk about the President of India, like who is the President of India, then eligibility to be a President of India, then how the president is elected, and then lastly the powers and function of president. So before going to the next slide, you can see there are total number of 14 presidents are there in India till now, and the present president is Sri Ramnath Kovind. Let's see who is a president of India. We can say that president is the nominal head of the India, since he works on the advice of the prime minister. Then president is the commander in chief of the Indian armed force, like Indian army. Then let's see what all are the eligibility to be a president of India. First is that he or she must be a citizen of the India. Then he or she must be 35 years of age and above. Then he must qualify to the member of the Lok Sabha. Then he must not be a member of the parliament or a state legislator. Then he must not hold any office of profit under central, state, or local government. You can say he must not hold any job under government sector. Then the person who qualifies to be a member of the Lok Sabha, and in additional to that, he must be 35 years of age. Then he or she is eligible to stand for the president's seat. Okay. Before knowing how the president is elected, since there are many CLAT aspirants are there, so we are going to like say something excited for them. So an academy has introduced their Let's Crack CLAT Excellence Batch for CLAT 2023 that starts from March 11, 2022, and it is both in Hindi and English. So you can see the contents. There are 100 plus practice and revision sessions. Then there are monthly CA and GK compendiums. There is another rank booster advanced revision batch course for CLAT 2022 and 2023 aspirants. It also starts from March 11, 2022, and it is only in English. You can also see there are 35 plus practice sessions and revision sessions. There are monthly CA and GK compendiums. There is another Unacademy Educator curated test for class aspirants, and these are specially created tests by their top educators, and it held every weekday at 5 p.m. If you wish to be a part of those batches, then you can use our code THRINTH10, that is TRINATH10, to get additional 10% off on the purchase of those subscription. I'm repeating that you can use our code THRINTH10, that is TRINATH10, to get the additional 10% off on the subscription, on the purchase of those subscription. So you can also be a part of an academy, and you can use our code to get additional of 10% off by using our code THRINATH10, that is TRINATH10. Let's see how the president is elected. The president is elected by a process, like the president is elected by electoral college, and that electoral college is consists of the members of the both parliament houses, that is Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and the elected members of the legislative assemblies of the state, and it also includes the union territories of India. Then the second process is the the second part of the process is that the election of the president is held by the means of single transferable vote, and the voting is done by a secret ballot paper. So let's come to the power and functions of a president. There are many powers and functions of the president. Let's see one by one. First is the legislative powers of a president. The president can summon the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha twice a year, or he can cancel either the house of the parliament, and he can also dissolve the Lok Sabha. Then he may address either of the house, like he may address either Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha jointly or separately. It depends upon him. And at the starting of the first session after every election, the president delivers an address. Then he appoints the speaker, deputy speaker of Lok Sabha, and chairman and deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha whenever the seat fall vacant. Then he nominate 12 member of Rajya Sabha and 2 members of the Lok Sabha from the Anglo-Indian community. Again, it's of his choice. Then no bill can become an act without the permission of the president. Okay, let's see what are the executive power of a president. Since he is the president of India, he has the power to appoint prime minister, council of ministers, governor of the state, judge of the Supreme Court and High Court. He can also appoint some important officers such as Attorney General of India, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Chairman of Finance Commission, etc. The president is responsible for the administration in union territories. So, since he is responsible for the administration in the union territories, he appoints chief commissioner and lieutenant governors of the centrally administered areas. Then, the president has the power to set up a commission for the settlement of disputes between two states for the supply of water. Suppose two states disagrees to the one condition of the supply of water, then the president has the power to set up a commission for the settlement of that dispute. Then the president has the power to establish an interstate council to look up to the disputes that arises between the states and discuss those matters and common interests between the union and states. The president also has the power to remove the council of minister, the governor of the state, and the attorney general of India. Basically, the president represents our India in international affairs. He has the power to conclude treaties and foreign states. Let's see what all are the military power of president. So he has the power to declare war. Like the president has the power to declare war, but he cannot declare war by going against the law. He has to give the order by being in that law only. And he has the power to appoint the chief of the army, chief of the navy, and chief of the air force. Then there are some financial powers of the president. You can say no money bill and financial bill can be introduced in the parliament without the recommendation of the president. The president recommendation is the must for money bill and finance bill as well. Then according to the constitution, the annual financial statement is placed by president, and the proposal of taxation and expenditure also requires the approval of the president. Without the approval of the president, there is the proposal of the taxation and expenditure cannot be made. Then there are also some diplomatic powers of the president. Since the president is the head of the India according to constitutions, so in international treaties and agreements, there must be approval of president in order to in order to make it work. So that is why he's called the representative of India in international forums and affairs, and he can also send and receive ambassadors of other other countries also. Sorry. Next, there is emergency power of president. You can say there are three emergency power. First is national emergency, then president rule, then financial emergency. National emergency basically means a situation of war or a state of emergency where uh, there is a danger or threat to the nation. You can say in that case president can perform his national emergency power, and he can also declare war as well. And let's see what is president rule. President rule in the president rule means when a president when like when a president realizes or sees that the state government is unable to control his state, then the president has the power to or to uh, like to remove the state government, and he can directly order the peoples of the state to work according to the order of the president. And final emergency, in the sense final emergency means like there may be any situation of financial instability or credit of India is threatened, you can say in that case that is final emergency. So in that case also president can follow, like president can exercise his emergency power. So next, see, there is ordinance making power of the president. So the president has the power to issue an ordinance, and on the recommendation of the Union Cabinet of India, he issues the ordinance. Next, see, there are discretionary powers of the president. You can say the president can withhold assent to a non-money bill or send it back for reconsideration. If a president feels that the money bill is not okay, then he can send it for reconsideration to the Parliament House. Then there is no limit time within which the president is required to declare his consent or refusal or return the bill for reconsideration. He can take as much time as he wants. So if third point is that if no political party or leader has majority support in Lok Sabha, then the president has the freedom to decide whom he can appoint as a prime minister. Then if in case the prime minister has lost the support in the Lok Sabha, then then he can ask the president to dissolve the house. Then there are some judicial power of the president also. Under this, the president has a, you can say, superpower of pardoning a person who is sentenced to death. Like like the president can cancel the hanging, uh, like the if a person is sentenced to death by any lower court, then the president, or higher court or Supreme Court, any court, then the president has the power to pardon the person. So that's it for the powers of the president. Thank you. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about the vice president, like who is the vice president and what all are the eligibility and what all are the powers of a vice president and what all are the, like how the vice president is elected and all. So that's it for today's video. Thank you, everyone.